Hello and welcome. My name is Teresa, and today I want to share with you the steps I took to create this beautiful card. Now this card is done using Pool Party. It's a color from Stampin' Up, and it's embossed, of course. But before I take you through the steps of using this and walk you through it, I wanted to show you two other things that I made while I was playing around with the Pool Party color. The other one is this card. Isn't that cute? I think it's actually a little bit more than cute. I kind of think this is pretty darn elegant. And of course it's blank on the inside, but isn't that just a stunning card? A nice little bow. And then the other one that I made when I was experimenting and trying to create new things with Pool Party is this. I saw the instructions where you can make like this pocket style holder, and in the inside it's just a box. Just a standard box that you can put stuff in. Isn't that cute? Oh, trick. I used the back piece from Designer Series paper to create that box with it. It actually works pretty well, especially when you're, trying to play with the design for the first time. And that's what this is. This is my first time doing it. So isn't that nice? But anyhow, today's video is going to concentrate on taking you through the steps that I used to make this card. Now, today's card is not going to be made with Pool Party. No, instead, I'm going to use some Seaside Spray. And the first thing you're going to need is a piece that measures 4 1/4 by 11. And then, of course, I scored it on the 11-inch side at 5 1/2, just so that it's right down the middle. And this one is already scored, just for the sake of saving us a little bit of time. Next, you all want 2 pieces of white cardstock. Each of these pieces measures 4 by 5 1/4. One will go on the inside, and the other one's going to go on the outside to start building up our layering that's going to go on here. Now, the next piece is a piece of the Seaside Spray, and it's just one piece. This one is coming in 1/4 inch as well, so it measures 3 1/4 by 5, and I have gone ahead and I have embossed this one. I embossed it using the Parisian Flourish embossing folder from Stampin' Up. Okay, so we've got our layers. See, it's almost done, almost together. Now, this part here, this is from an older set. I have it right next to me that I had. I do like to go through what I already have, and it's called the So Detailed Thinlit dies. And among the other ones, it also comes with a couple other pieces. Now, the one I used, I've already run it through my Big Shot. In the interest of saving time, I do try to do these things ahead of time. But I went ahead and ran it through the Big Shot, and this way you get to see, look at that, see, and then just kind of gently press it out of there. I say gently, there we go, come on. I have my pick tool handy, and I'm just going to apply some light pressure because we don't want to poke through, and just peel it away. This has been sitting overnight, so maybe that's the problem. Now, you have a couple of options. You can always go ahead and just start gently poking them out using your pick tool. Or we do have another product. We have, for the pick tool, you can get this die brush tip, and you can use a piece of the foam, and you can run it over, and that helps coax those little pieces out as well. See, look at that. See how it starts coming out? Just really helps to work them. But again, in the interest of saving time, I already have one that I have done all that too. See, so it's ready to go. And look, we are close to assembly. Now let's go ahead, and we're going to put the inside piece of cardstock down first. I do like to run my adhesive on all 4 corners. I know not everyone does that, and that is okay. It's just something I prefer to do. And that's the beauty of, handmade crafts. You get to do what you want. This one, the white piece of cardstock that will go on the outside is our first layer. This one can also be applied at this time. I know I have a different mat. My other, the nicer one that looked like wood grain, well, I don't have a drink with me today. I learned the hard way that perhaps I shouldn't have, a cup of tea and a cat. But anyhow, so I had to go this is the back side of a quilting mat. Now this one is embossed, and what I wanted to do for this card, I went off center and raised a little higher. Just to see how much we'd like it, I'm going to go ahead and apply it more towards the middle. So here, what I like to do is I have it just where I want it, and then on the back side, I'm going to take a pencil. Yes, this is a mechanical pencil, and just draw a bit of a line. Can you see those lines that I drew? There's one here and one there. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my trimmer, and I'm going to score it. Just line it up. There we go. And just give a nice score to one side. Let's go ahead and bend it. Yeah, I like the raised side to face me. Some people like the other side. It really is a matter. It's your call. Okay, I think with this one I want to do is a little, I want the line towards here and to run the score line a little to the right of my score line. And I think that's going to work. So I'll do a light score line first. Yeah, I think this is going to be okay. Go ahead and fold that down. Bring this back into place. It could have been a little tighter, but it is close enough. It is going to work just fine. Now for this, I'm going to do two things here. I'm going to, let's run a piece of the tape. Actually, am I going to do two or am I just going to do the one? I think the tape is fine, but I tend to overdo it. As you know, I'm going to put a little bit of glue down there as well. And it's going to be reinforced again, I know, but I really don't want this. I want it to stay put. And try it. I'm just going to eyeball it. Now you could always, you know, take it and measure it and be more precise. I admire people who are that concerned. I am not. And we're going to press that down and press that down, and there we go. See? Just like that. Now for the back side, I'm going to put some tape along the outside. There we go. I want all four sides. Stop, come on. Please don't tell me I'm running out of tape. Not this one too. I have gone through so much tape. Do you all do that? You just get so busy creating and crafting, and before you know it, you run out of supplies, and you say, I'm going to order that, and I'm going to order this, and I'm going to get that, and I'm going to do that, and you don't do it, and that's where I'm at. It's a hot mess here today. Okay, so again, I'm going to eyeball this, and that will be the side that goes down, and press that into place. There we go. We just have a couple more pieces and we're already done. Now this is raised a little, and that kind of bugs me between you and me. And let's see. Here we go. It's always right in front of me, and I always tend to look at the wrong place for it. But I'm going to take a tiny little glue dot, lift it off with this pick tool. I don't know if you can see it. And I'm just going to go up underneath and press it down. And I'm going to do the same thing on the top. Let's get this little glue dot and go in, because I would prefer it be down there. Whoops, let's stop moving everything around. Now, for this centerpiece, I happen to have this this punch, and it was originally for like a Christmas ornament. Now, I don't have the stamp that goes to it, but I must have liked the shape, or Mother must have liked the shape enough to purchase it. And what I found when I was creating this card, I think it worked beautifully on the insert. Now, I have more of this shimmer paper, because I tell you, don't throw this stuff away. And you'll see as soon as I pull this out, see, I don't throw it away. I'm going to find a use for it. This shimmer paper did come from I'm pretty sure this came from the craft store. I lose track of where I get stuff, but I'm pretty sure. Oh dear. Now, in order to get in there close enough, I'm going to have to tear that. See, save everything. You just never know. Press that out. Look at that. I just think that this is going to be just as nice on this one as well. Now, if you want, you could certainly stamp something on the inside as well. I was also thinking maybe if I had the cutter, I could probably cut out like the letter of somebody's name, last name or something, and put that on, and that would work really well too. This is raised with a dimensional, and I do have some dimensionals. Let's grab one out of here. I got more of those I did get. And now do I want to put one or two? I think I'm just going to use one. And we can go ahead and put that into place. Look at this, it's just coming together. I tell you, I love cards that come together quickly and look so, I think they look so elegant when they're done. Now this bow is a little different. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to make, I have a terrible time sometimes making bows. So I came up with this little technique. I have this ribbon from who knows when. I paid $1 for it, so who knows how old it is. But see, I start by making a cut here, and I kind of eyeball how long I want it to be. And I want the cuts, you know, kind of opposite each other, I guess, because it's not a mirror, so it's sort of opposite. And then what I did is I just gathered it up, and I did have, my husband was here when I made it, so I did have an extra set of hands. He's out running an errand right now, so he's not here. So it's super nice and quiet. But anyhow, you just kind of gather it up. Come on, hands, work with me. And you gather it up and you just pinch it there towards the center. And then taking a much smaller piece of ribbon, and again, this is just something that was in my ribbon stash. I tied it on the back side. You know, I held it and I made him tie it. Maybe I could do this by myself. Let's give it a try. Okay, and you just tie it tight. Sorry, I was using my teeth. I can do this. I can do it. Hold on. We can make it work. Okay, yeah. And see, I tied it really tight on the back side, and then I tied another knot. Now, chances are I didn't pay much money for this, but I didn't waste that much when I had extra hands. But I don't have the extra hands, and I clipped it off really close because I didn't want you to see it. You meaning anybody, any of you. And I took these tiny little glue dots, again with the glue dots, fold it over because we want to make it sort of small, because I don't want it to be barely detectable. Put it on there, because at this point I'm going to take it and put it close to the bottom, and I'm working on the back, what will be the back side of my bow, and just pushing it down into the inside there so you can't see it on the other side. So it's really just gluing it and tucking it to where it will be hidden out of sight. Let me go ahead and do the other one, so I'll have it ready. Okay, and again, this might be hard to see, but there's the back side of it. And get it down in there. And we just want that small ribbon to adhere. Oh, nope, I want you to hide. Sometimes you have to play around with it, but look at that. Isn't that cute? Now that's way too big. Well, let's see. Just because I feel it's too big on that one, maybe it'll be exactly what I want here. What do you think? You could put it up above. I mean, you can put it, artistic license, you can put it wherever you want. I think I might just, that might bother me. But for now, we'll leave it that way. And for this one, I want to say I took a large glue dot. And I rolled this. So I'll start at one end and I just kind of work it and try to get it to roll on itself. You know, to just make it more of a cylinder piece. And then put it on the back of the bow right there in the center, trying to hide it. Okay. Because it's all about hiding that one piece we don't want. It came out, so I'm putting it back where it belongs. And then let's just press it down there. If it bothers me that if I feel after I'm done that this is too long, I'll clip it. And then the last decision was whether or not I wanted to put any more embellishments on it. And you know, hello. Shock. I like the pearls. So I'm going to do the same with this one. Come on. Pick up 3 little pearls. There's 1 little pearl. And I'm using the very small ones because it's just to add a little visual interest over here. I don't want to take away from this beautiful die cut that we did. And there we have it. Look how easy is that? It came together so quick. And again, I'll just show you one more time the other things that had inspired me, because this is made using the same die set that I had showed you, the So Detailed, oh sorry about the noise, the So Detailed Thinlit dies. This came out of it as well, and I just think that makes a very pretty presentation. Isn't that nice? And that's some embossing powder and some pearls. Now this of course doesn't use that, but look, there's so many creative things you can do. It's amazing. I might be sharing this as well because I think this is one super cute idea. But there you have it. I'm going to keep these out of the picture. Go ahead and take your screenshot. Hopefully you're inspired to copy this pattern, this design. Again, if you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. That way we know that we're delivering content to you that you find useful and or enjoyable. And until the next time, happy stamping.